There's just one place to celebrate a happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Drive away in a new Integra. Only $299 a month at Acura of Pembroke Pines, the #1 volume Acura dealer.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors, 305-345-3649. Or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
Hi, this is Jeff Welt from Welton Rayom. Dan and I have been in business together for over 22 years. We're not your typical lawyers. When Dan's not working in the office, he's flying his stunt plane. When I'm not in the office, I'm either getting tattooed, bowling, riding a motorcycle, or going to concerts. We might not be your typical attorneys, but we are aggressive attorneys, and we'll do whatever it takes to get you what you deserve. Consultations are always free. Call us anytime, 24/7.
Welton Rayom can help.
It's showtime, everybody!
Mic checks echo, I'm the sound of the brawl. Canvas creaks, flesh slaps, bodies rise and fall. Steel cage dreams, no escape. All pain, blood stains mixed with the sweat and the chain. Adrenaline, surging my veins, spit fire. Crowd chants, feeding my soul's desire. Turnbuckles tremble when my wrath collides. Glory's the belt, and I'm taking the pride. Boom. The squared circle where legends collide. Boom. No mercy, just a wild ride. Boom. Like flash, fist clash, can't resist. Boom. The squared circle digest. Pyros ignite, shadows dance in the glow. Ringside roar, it's a gladiator show. Chokeholds tighter than the grip of the night. Climbing the ropes to new championship heights. The mat's a battlefield, no room for doubt. Every move calculated, every scream a shout. The bell tolls louder than a sinner's regret. This is the place where the bold never forget. Boom. The squared circle where legends collide. Boom. No mercy, just a wild ride. Boom. Like flash, fist clash, can't resist. Boom. The squared circle digest. Boom. The squared circle where legends collide. Boom. No mercy, just a wild ride. Boom. Like flash, fist clash, can't resist. Boom. The squared circle digest. Circle Digest!
It is Friday, 6p. It is the place to be. It is the Squared Circle Digest. I am Sean Stanley. That is the greatest Louisville Cardinal fan of all time, Mr. AEW himself, Frankie Fresco. And we did get the bugs worked out. Apparently, it was all on moi.
I think you did it on purpose.
No.
Because I was wearing my...
must have done an update because I have to switch out the system when we do O's show over on StreamYard and when I do the show here on EV Mux. Two different setups I've got to go with and two different settings. So, but now we are back. We are live. We are ready to go.
Yes, the Louisville shirt is back. I'm not wearing it because I wore it yesterday, so I don't want you guys to think I'm wearing the same clothes back-to-back days. I should do it, though, but...
Yeah.
That's one. And then check this out, Sean. Hold on. Look what I got. Boom. Boom, right there, baby. Still supporting them. Even if they go with one win the whole season, I'm still supporting them.
Look at you. Look at you.
All the
Wow.
time. Yes, sir.
Good job. And we are live on Rumble today, although now I'm thinking about it, I don't think that number's going to change there because right now we do have viewers.
What's up, Rumble
on
people?
Rumble, and it is not showing on our account because the way you have to set it up is through an RTMP. So I'm going to take Rumble off of there because we do have people listening, and we appreciate you taking your time out on a Friday evening or wherever it is at your time or whenever you do watch the Squared Circle Digest. As I said, I want to start off, as always, thanking Finn Sammy for that great intro. We already got in the chat. If you're on Rumble, I'm jumping back and forth. So if you got question, complaint, compliment, or just something you want to get off your chest about pro wrestling, AEW, WWE, anything in between, go ahead and throw it in the chat. I am switching back and forth until I can figure out how to get the chats to transfer over. So, Frankie Fresco, did you get to watch Wrestle Dream, AEW Wrestle Dream?
Absolutely not. I did not watch
No.
Wrestle Dream. I caught the highlights. I saw everything that happened. So I was watching it on X. If you guys didn't watch it, then you could catch like the highlights on YouTube and stuff like that because they did put in a lot of the highlights of what happened. So I saw what happened. I didn't get a chance to watch it because I was very, very busy this past weekend with a lot of DJ gigs that I was doing and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I did not get to watch it, but I did see some of the biggest highlights of Wrestle Dream, and I did catch Dynamite last night as on Wednesday. So we're ready.
All right. So I'm going to go through a little bit of Wrestle Dream. I don't want to go over the matches. As we know, AEW usually delivers a pretty good pay-per-view as far as wrestling matches. But this did not feel like an AEW pay-per-view. I mean, it did go 6 hours. That's the Tony Khan special. You get 7 full hours of wrestling. From the 0 hour all the way to midnight. They're not cheating you, buddy. They will not cheat you. You're getting your money's worth.
Then it was a regular PPV.
No, there was, I don't believe, hold on a minute. I'm trying to go back through my brain here.
Hold on. Before you continue, let me ask you something just for me to know. On Rumble, what is your name listed on Rumble?
It should be under Stanley Media House, I believe.
Okay, so guys, again, if you guys are tuning in on the Rumble app, make sure you go to Stanley Media House as well. Rumble is a cool app. I told Sean to add it on there. And if you guys don't know who we are, obviously I'm Frankie Fresco. The guy up there is Sean Stanley, and we talk wrestling. Typically on Wednesdays. We had a couple. Wednesday was my dad's birthday, so we weren't. I told him we could reschedule it for Thursday. Then we had some technical issues, so now we're doing it today, before SmackDown, of course.
Yeah, we'll be off before 8 to get you ready for SmackDown tonight. The one thing that I'm trying to remember back, and I don't believe there was any blood like a normal AEW pay-per-view.
There wasn't, but isn't it because
it was? Yes, it was because of the Missouri Athletic Commission and all their thing, which kind of makes me wonder, like, did they not know this before they put an I Quit match? And this is the only thing I'll have to say about the whole Wrestle Dream pay-per-view that kind of got to me. You have this I Quit match. You have all this stuff going on leading up to the I Quit match. Frankie Fresco, Darby Allin is trying to burn Jon Moxley with a Molotov cocktail. He gets tackled. They're trying to do everything they can to hurt each other. Hell, the last promo leading up to it, they're bashing Darby's head into the plastic window until it's busted wide open and the blood in his hand streaking down. And then you get to the pay-per-view. And look, I know people are complaining about this fish tank spot.
I did see that.
The only thing that worried me about the whole fish tank spot was after Sting bashes it open. And by the way, cool moment there, Sting returning. Although, this is all I'll say. He bashes it open. It's got a jagged edge of the fish tank is there. I'm like, no, they're not going to use that. Or they put his face on it in the eye until he says, I quit or something. That's what I thought it was gearing up to. And then Darby Allin locks in the damn Scorpion Deathlock which Frankie Fresco kicks out of every Wednesday night. He powers out of the Scorpion Deathlock.
I do.
And John Moxley quits. He quits to a Boston Crab.
Kind of shameful.
After all this buildup, a Boston Crab ends it.
You know, I when I saw that, first and foremost, that, Darby Allin won, I was like, man, remember we had a hard time picking and saying, how is Darby Allin going to lose this, right? Because he's done coffin matches, he's done, like, I don't know, anything out there, and this is his type of match, you feel me? And then remember what we've mentioned as well, that Moxley has been on some type of losing streak with these I Quit matches, so it keeps going on. So it was a little bit disappointing, man. I kind of wanted Moxley to win, but it is what it is. The fish tank thing was interesting. I mean, they always come with some new stuff. I could give them that.
Well, I guess, but at that point though, you almost have, because I honestly thought in this I Quit match, not thinking about the Missouri Athletic Commission, that was farthest from my mind as far as where they were wrestling at. But I was like, they're gonna have to like throw somebody off the building with the buildup that they had. I mean, it was like they were gonna like go out there and run each other over with cars and stuff. And you really, and again, because of the Missouri Athletic Commission, they kept everything in the ring. Most of the matches were within even the Hurt Syndicate in the Tornado, I think they went up a little bit. Hey, Jeff, it was me. It was me. Not Frankie Fresco. I just want to make sure everybody knows.
Hey, Jeff.
It was not Frankie. It was me. Apparently, I have to have two different setups
Check this out, bro.
on the software I use for my program and the software that we use for the other program. So
for the people
now I know.
For the people at Rumble, obviously you guys know that I am. If you don't know, now you know. I hate. Well, hate is such a bad word. I dislike the University of Miami, and I'm happy that they lost because I'm a Florida Gator, and they whooped our ass earlier this season. So I am not only a proud Florida Gator, a proud Florida State fan, but also a very proud Louisville fan.
Yes, he ends up taking up every team that plays against Miami until one finally beats them, and usually they do have one or two that will beat them.
Do we play Georgia Tech? Does Miami play Georgia Tech this year?
No, we don't. No,
I gotta bring
we don't
my.
play Georgia Tech or Virginia.
I got my Georgia Tech hat.
Yeah,
if we end
I'm
up
sure you
playing
do.
as well.
Yeah, all last year you were playing on every team, man.
Sometimes you got.
I did not sabotage the Big O show there, buddy. Don't worry.
Oh,
I did not do that. Actually, when I got back over here, I forgot to switch the setting, and we almost had the same issue we had yesterday. So that would have been interesting.
it was me. I told him. I said, "Yo, make sure everything is working."
Yeah.
And then he finally got it.
Yeah. And then this was one I had further down there, but since she was involved in Wrestle Dream, I'll bring it up. What are you making of the Ultimo Monet? This whole thing with Mercedes Monet, all the belts. She won her 11th, breaking Ultimo Dragon's 10 on the pay-per-view. And then the next day, she won number 12.
Yeah, I mean, and she also came out in Dynamite, and she had all the guys wearing her belt, holding her belts, because there's so many. She can't. I think she can't hold them anymore. She has too many of them, right? Yeah. And she's not a big girl. She's a skinny girl, to be honest with you. I've seen her live, so she's not a. I don't know how she was holding 10 belts before, but dude, I don't. This is my issue with that. How are they going to get rid of each of these belts away from her eventually? Because there's so many of them. Like, once she's going to have to start going on like a horrendous losing streak in order for her to lose each of these belts, because it's just, and I don't know if that's going to hurt her in the long run, because that might.
And to be honest, most of these promoters probably make the deal with Mercedes and whoever else that they probably won't take the belt off of her from there until she loses probably the TNT title or now the Ring of Honor title. One of the ones are actually from AEW. And then there was a report today that came out to where she's charging $25,000 an appearance. But then it also stated later, the same people came back out and said that may be a price towards shows she doesn't want to do. She's pricing it so high because, and again, man, a lot of people now are just, I believe, trying to get a belt on her because they know the belt's going to show up on AEW TV.
I mean,
if I'm a promoter, why not? Why not at this point, man? Give her 13, 14, 15. What the hell?
And I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I like Chris Statlander, but I think she's gonna lose to her as well now.
I almost feel like she has to.
Like I feel like she's gonna lose.
If she doesn't, then that's where Mercedes Moné's losing streak has to start.
Yeah,
because that's it. And then honestly, on Dynamite, she teams up now with Athena to go for the AEW tag team titles.
Yeah, so I feel like she's gonna win both. I feel like she's gonna win the tag team belts, and she's gonna win against Chris Statlander, and then all of a sudden, she's gonna have more belts. I don't like it. I think the prop is too many belts for one person. I've never. Let me ask you this: have you ever seen this before with this amount of belts? I don't recall somebody having this amount of belts.
Ultimo Dragon did it with 10, but it was during a cup. It was like a J Cup type performance. He ended up winning like all 10 belts. But then that's why when she got to 11, she called to 10. She was Ultimo Moné, and then she became, but not in this fashion where she's winning them on an individual basis. I believe he won majority of his belts in one like J Cup or something like that. Not the way Mercedes winning them at each show. So this is a little bit thing there.
This is different, man. This is different. And like I told you, I feel in the long run, this is going to hurt her because that's just way too many belts for one person. And then, like I told you, she's going to have to start losing a belt one by one. And she's still, I don't know, why is she carrying the pink belt? Remember the pink belt? I think that's the one that she got for winning the tournament. Like, that's not even like a belt that you're supposed to keep. I think that's just for winning that tournament.
It's the Owen Hart belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you after that you kind of like
apparently she's keeping it, so she now has. I mean, if we take it away from her, she still has 11. I mean, technically, she still beats the record. Although if she didn't win the one on Sunday, we took it away from her. She's back down in the same realm of holding the record with Ultimo Dragon. So.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's interesting, and like I said, I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's gonna hurt her in the long run. But
I think what's gonna hurt her is her having the AEW heavyweight title, the TBS title, the Ring of Honor Intercontinental or whatever international title. Like having all the titles in one federation with AEW hurts more than all the other ones because all the other ones are just kind of, jumping on the Mercedes Moné train right now.
Yeah.
And smart job by them as well. I'm telling you right now, that's a smart job by those promoters to, even if your belt only gets seen for freaking one time, your crowd knows they've got another match with Mercedes Moné coming back.
Yeah.
So that crowd is going to be there, and if you build it up right, then you could have a pretty damn good attendance. Want to talk to you a little bit now, Frankie. And again, this show's not going to be necessarily one of our longest like we normally do, the marathons and things like that. But we just got a couple things we need to discuss. Was it Meltzer that came out with the report that ESPN might be rethinking the whole thing with the WWE and the pay-per-views that they gave them and all that?
Correct. It was Meltzer. Meltzer were saying that they didn't make enough money on their first revenue of their first live premium event. And if you add the numbers up, it's not going to equivalent to anything near what they paid for the WWE rights. So WWE actually responded, right? I think WWE or ESPN
responded too. ESPN did too.
So ESPN was saying, hey, look, they kind of to summarize of what they said, they were like, hey, we're making profits. We're happy with the amount of viewership and subscriptions we have, and we're only gonna grow from there and stuff like that. They didn't go like really ham.
Yeah, but the thing is, like for instance, me and my dad, we have the Hulu bundle, so I didn't have to sign up for anything. I was already in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how many people are honestly going to like. It's not that. It's all the things of WWE and the pop culture thing being on ESPN. That's where they're going to get a lot of the buyback from. And probably sponsorship deals and things like that. I mean, I don't think they're expecting the 3.5 million people to come in and subscribe because they brought in now. Hey, listen, when they go to Saudi Arabia and the Royal Rumble's over there and WrestleMania's over there, I do wonder if that's going to change some of this.
It's a possibility. You also kind of gotta look at those main pay-per-views as well, right? Those premium live events. Are those gonna increase subscriptions? Are those gonna increase the viewership? Because there's some people who don't tune in to like the regular PLEs. Some people just focus on the big
jumped
ones.
in on a made-up pay-per-view. They made that PLE up on the fly. That's not even one. Now I think they're going to start doing it because they said if they send the one over, they might do the WrestlePalooza as, Cap for Life is back in.
What up, Cap?
Holy shit. And no doubt you're right. I look, Hulu they raised the bundle up $5 this year, $10 next year.
Look at that.
So they're going to be making some, again, but I mean, I don't think they thought, we're going to get WWE and 3.5 million people are going to sign up for it. Just like I don't think Netflix thought that. Like there's other revenues of income that can come in. Like it's not just, they got to have this many people subscribe. And I find it odd that like that's the point when you look at everything going on and like today. And again, I get it because I like WWE, I like AEW, I like them both. I think they both got issues. I think they both got some things good. The report came out today.
I like
WBD, the streaming, HBO Max, is the least streamed out of the big ones. Peacock is beating it.
Ooh.
So my question to that is, because Meltzer's always saying that over 1 million people are watching AEW Dynamite because of the HBO Max. But if HBO Max is only like a very small percentage of the streaming, so you're saying AEW is leading the HBO Max in streams?
I don't know. That's why you got to be careful with what you believe with Meltzer, because Meltzer, he's tend to like do a couple things out there that people don't like. Some of his comments, he's just trying to get views sometimes as well.
Yeah, no. A lot of it is just clickbait or he says one thing and he says it in a way to where you go spend the $9.99 to get the paper to read it, and then you're like, wait, that's not what you're saying.
All right, here I found exactly what he said. So this is what he wrote. He said, if every month ends up kind of like this one, it's worth $35 million a year. Now they're spending $325 million a year for $35 million a year of revenue coming from having these WWE events, which is a very bad number. That's what he said. So he was saying, and that says that's why these companies are losing lots of money on this type of stuff, with the idea that down the road, when we get 50 million subscribers paying $30, we'll be able to afford all this. Oh, so he did mention that.
I mean, did you think WWE doesn't pull in 50 million people?
No, you're not. You're not gonna get 50 million people. But I think he's probably adding also the regular ESPN subscribers. So like everybody. I think that.
Yeah, but I mean, because ESPN now is getting they got the hockey, they've got that ESPN Unlimited's got almost every sport, every college football game. So I mean, there's other things on there, but I'm just saying,
I wonder how many subscribers does ESPN app have already? Like, can we look that up?
I don't know how you're going to do that because you have the Disney Unlimited. I'm sorry, the ESPN Unlimited. You have the Hulu bundle type thing. There's other avenues too that are, aspects of that too. I don't know what a clear number would be.
Now, here's what ESPN responded. They're very short and straight to the point. Things are going well, and we have started strong. We don't provide the viewership specifics, but things have been going well, and that's it. I mean, look, man. If WWE is making revenue with ESPN has money. Because if they didn't have money, they would have never purchased the WWE rights. Let's just keep it real.
And to be honest, as we always say, Frankie, value is what somebody's going to pay for it.
Of course.
So ESPN thought the value of WWE coming to their platform was this, and that's what they paid. If they overpaid on purpose because they wanted to make sure they had it. And they said over and over, we've been trying to get WWE to our platform. And did they go high this time? Maybe they did because they felt like they had to, or they would have missed out. But to sit there after August was the first pay-per-view. 2 months, and you're going to say, oh, ESPN's rethinking it? 2 months?
Plus, not only that, this is good, I guess, like content for them to have during when NFL is out, when it's only baseball season. There's not a lot of people who are big baseball fans. Baseball hasn't been increasing. So this is a good way for them to still get a lot more viewerships, especially during when, like I said, NFL, basketball, hockey, when those are not on. So, I mean, it makes sense for them to
And
do
they're
this.
blending all their stuff together. Because remember, ESPN now owns the NFL, or the NFL Network owns whatever it is, whatever that whole parallel is. At the San Francisco 49ers game, NFL is posting Bailey going into her suite, and it's Roxanne, it's Jimmy and Naomi, it's Jay, it's CM Punk, and a rocker, Lars. I can't remember what band he's with. But he's with Bailey he's doing a lot of he's with Bailey on a couple things and with CM Punk on a couple things.
Now that's a good point that No Doubt actually brings up. They should bring WWE to Disney World. That is actually creative.
You know what's funny?
That is creative because if you actually put, like, you know how they have the Super Mario World and all that stuff? Why you own I'm pretty sure at Disney they still have the ESPN like whole ESPN place you could eat and all that stuff, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I've ever been there, but I've seen it. I don't know if
that's at Universal, isn't it?
Either way.
But I didn't go that far down. I didn't go that far. I believe it's at Universal is where it's at.
How you cannot incorporate that? You feel me? Like you could incorporate that type of stuff.
They did use the soundstage studios. That's where TNA used to record at Universal, and the soundstage is behind. There used to be, I forget where it was exactly at, behind the park, because the roller coaster, the Dueling Dragons, was right there running as we were outside, and you had a trailer to dress in and things like that. But what's interesting on that comment that you say there, and good evening, Finn Sammy.
Yeah, what's up?
They are going to build, they're going to break ground soon on building a larger performance center in Orlando.
Look at that. Yes, that is true. I did hear about that.
It's going to have a TV studio. It's going to have a whole lot of interesting things coming in to this one. So it might be interesting to see. They haven't said where in Orlando. They just said in Orlando. I don't know. Maybe there'll be a new world coming to Disney.
And then now there was one question that Jeff from Long Island said. He said, "I have a stupid question. Do people bet on wrestling? I know that there's apps, there's different betting sites around there, but think about it. The more you incorporate that, I'm pretty sure ESPN will find a way to also.
ESPN Bet probably has the odds up all the time now." Because they got ESPN Bet. Why not? Why not put it up there? But the problem with it is usually the odds are so like heavy, it doesn't make sense for somebody to bet it.
True.
I mean, if you got like money to waste, then you might go with an underdog that might win if you think you might be a winner. But other than that, it's not not a big bet. It's like
and don't believe ChatGPT, because ChatGPT had given me that.
They had Darby Allin winning.
Did they? Was it? I thought they had Moxley.
You said Darby Allin is 1-0 after beating John Moxley in I Quit match. And then we ran it again, and it said something different.
Oh, okay.
But the first time you ran it, it said Darby Allin beat John Moxley at Wrestle Dream.
Maybe they noticed that I hadn't pointed it out on live stream, so they were like, we got to switch it up.
You changed the outcome of that match. You changed the outcome of Darby and John Moxley. And don't forget, again, we are on Rumble, so appreciate everybody there. If you want to throw a chat in there, I'm switching back and forth, checking.
Yeah, I'm trying to find you on Rumble, but I can't find you, Sean.
I swear I'm there. I got people watching, so
you're under.
If you go to the live, if you go to live on Rumble and go to wrestling,
okay, let me try.
We're not there. We should be there. I think I'm one of the.
I hope so.
Let's see.
So view all categories. Wait, hold on. No, I'm gonna go to live now. Live now, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
where do you? I'm going on my phone because I was trying to see because what I was gonna do is at least keep the Rumble on my phone in case I see some messages on Rumble. I could also just point them out.
Yeah.
But I don't see it. I don't. It doesn't give me the option to put.
I don't know. I got. There's people watching, so
Well, people of Rumble. I look, guys. The people at Rumble, bro. I appreciate it, bro, because I'm a big fan of Rumble. I like Rumble, and I was the one who told Sean. I was like, yo, we need to start using Rumble because Rumble's cool, and they remind me of the old school YouTube when people did not when they weren't monetizing a lot of stuff. So that's why I like Rumble, and I check out a lot of stuff on Rumble now than before. So I don't know. I guess if you find it, share it. Send me a text message with the link. That way I could take a look
yeah,
at
I'm
it.
trying looking through it right now. Hey,
Right.
there we are, right there.
You found us? Sweet.
Got it. Go to sports.
Okay, let's see.
Go to where it says view all. Go to sports. Go down. I look at that. I can see us talking about it right now.
Oh, that's awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's great.
It's fantastic.
All right, cool. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully we grow. I really, really think we're gonna do really well at Rumble. I think Rumble is gonna be our app. And if they could go ahead and sponsor us, that would be even better. I love you. Giving a lot more love to Rumble than YouTube, bro. I'm telling you right now. Even though YouTube is okay, but whatever. It is what it is. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. So yeah,
And that is the beliefs of Frankie Fresco and Frankie Fresco's alone. I love you both, Rumble and YouTube, because you can put money in my pockets. Both of you. Thank you. I love you both.
I'm more of a Rumble guy.
All right. Go ahead, Rumble guy.
We at least try. Send me the link. Send me the link. I'm trying
Rumble,
to find it.
Rumble Fresco.
I can't
All right.
find it, but send me the link when you can.
What do you mean you can't find it?
I'm using my phone though. That's
I'm
the
on
thing.
my phone. Look, right there. I'm on Rumble.
All right, hold on a
Watching
second. Hold on.
myself.
So you put search, and then what did you put on
I didn't
search?
do no search. I went on the home page.
Okay.
When you go in, it's got categories or whatever. Or I guess you could hit browse.
No, I got the ones that say live now, right?
Yeah, go down to sports.
Okay, live now. And
No,
then,
are you on categories? Go to categories.
oh wait, hold on a second. Okay, categories. Oh, top live categories.
Go to categories. Hit
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Don't make up words.
It says top categories on mine. I don't know. Maybe I have a more up to date one.
Hold on a minute.
Oh, here we go. I could go. You said
Yeah, top
sports.
categories live. Top categories live. Hit view all.
Okay.
Go down. You'll see sports.
I don't see sports on mine. I don't know why. Oh, categories, and then okay. Hold on. Where's sports? Okay, sports. I see it. Okay, sports.
Go to it.
Yes.
Scroll down.
Yes,
You'll
I'm
see
scrolling.
this
Oh,
SCV.
there we are. Sweet.
Hey!
Shout out to the people at Rumble, bro. So proud of those people out there. And I'm gonna be watching it. I'm gonna follow the channel. Guys, if you don't have Rumble, go follow them, bro. Go download the app and go on there and start following us over there at Rumble. I'm gonna Stanley Media House just got one follower, and that's
There we
me
go.
right there. That
I'm
is me
rolling
right
now. That's gonna start the floodgates right there, man. Once they see this show, floodgates. All right, let's talk about WWE Raw, the heavyweight title. We knew was gonna be put up for grabs. They did a match now at Saturday night's main event. CM Punk, since he won the #1 contender, gets in automatically. They ban Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed from being in the Battle Royal because they're the reason the Battle Royal was happening because they took out Seth Rollins. And it was pretty star-studded, actually. It was star-studded. The winner, Jey Uso. Frankie Fresco, I ask you in chat and Rumble, everybody alike, did WWE get this one right?
For me, if you guys noticed on my YouTube, I did put a short, and the short was of last week, me saying that Jay needs to be a heel, and it only makes sense that he goes and joins Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. Do I feel they got it right? Yes. Do I feel that they're going to do that? Unfortunately, no, because there are reports out there saying that stupid ass Braun Breaker is going to eventually be the champion, even though the belt didn't look bad on him on Monday. I noticed that. It looked pretty good on him. I was actually surprised. I was like, okay, I mean, I could kind of buy into this, but I think they got it right. I think you need to start pushing Jay to be of a heel if you want to grow him to be kind of to the same level as Roman Reigns. Because like we've spoken about before, every time you talk about the Usos, Roman is around. So you need to start separating them, or at least making Jay a little bit more bigger and relevant out there. And I think the only best way to do it is by turning him on heel. And I think him against CM Punk is a good matchup. Fortunately, I don't feel he's gonna win though. I think they're gonna still give it to CM Punk. I think this is the first time when WWE is gonna go ahead and rely heavily on CM Punk, because they were relying heavily on Seth Rollins until his injury. So I think, I don't know, I don't think they're gonna do the same thing, giving it to Jay, because Jay was already the champion for a minute. So I think this is the first time we're actually gonna see CM Punk since his return become a champion again, but longer, obviously, than the first time around.
Yeah, but then I got to ask you this. If they got it right by giving Jey Uso the win there, then how do they get it right by not putting a title on him?
Because it's going to be depending on how it ends. Like, you could see CM Punk holding the belt, and then all of a sudden you see Jey Uso just start attacking him over and over and beating him down and beating him down. And then people will start booing him, and then he just walks out and he's no longer doing any yeeting or anything like that. And then you could kind of sell it to us saying, what happened? What snapped in Jey Uso's head for him to go ahead and just attack CM Punk to that point? And then now you could create on Monday night, CM Punk all of a sudden, I'm sorry, Jey Uso all of a sudden is walking down the hallway or something like that, and then he runs into Paul Heyman. And then Paul Heyman goes and smirks at him, and he looks at him, and now you could start creating that, hey, what is going on here? All of a sudden you're seeing a turn in Jey Uso and possibly an alliance with Paul Heyman. And then I think that's how they could sell it to us. Are they going to do that? I don't know. I hope they do. If I was a writer, that's what I would do. I would have CM Punk win it, and then I would have Jey Uso just start attacking the crap out of CM Punk after he's won. Like CM Punk is going to give him the hand and lift him up and, give him respect to each other. And then boom, all of a sudden you see Jey Uso just beat the crap out of CM Punk and leave him laid out and then walk out. And I think that would create now the heel turn for Jey Uso. And then I would like to see how the crowd reacts that following Monday night to see if they start booing him. And then all of a sudden, when you call Jey Uso out, instead of him coming out through the crowd, he just comes out. Or if he comes out through the crowd, you still have him come out through the crowd, but instead of him wilding out and all stuff, it's a more serious Jey Uso. A Jey Uso that is just walking and looking at the crowd, and the crowd is yeeting, and he's just looking. And then he could go even to the extreme of saying, stop yeeting. No more yeet. And then he just walks down. And then all of a sudden, dude, I really feel he could get a lot of people to hate him, because I do feel that this whole yeet thing is great, but to the point where when you love something so much and they kind of like break your heart, that person's dead to you. And I think that is what WWE needs to sell with Jey Uso.
Well, what WWE's trying to sell with Jey Uso is ugly Christmas yeet sweaters.
Oh, Lord.
So I'm not sure that that's going to happen. I mean, that got put out today.
So I just went out that monologue just for nothing.
Yeah, that's why I let you keep going. I was going to interrupt. I don't know if you saw me. I went to lean in, then I was like, you know what? I'll let him go to. I'll let him do his thing.
Damn. Well, I hope WWE listens to us. Hopefully WWE is listening to us on Rumble, and maybe they will go ahead and take my advice. And then
get red spray paint and just paint no on the yeet sweaters. They're ugly sweaters anyway. So.
Oh, dude.
There you go.
What
no
about
yeet.
that? You have a shirt that says yeet and you spray no on it.
Yeah.
That would be
Could
so
do that.
badass. Do it.
Good.
We got ideas. We got ideas here that would work. Now, let me ask you, because obviously that was my opinion.
No doubt says bring the yeet back in 2 or 3 years. I mean, look, I don't like the fact that they had Jey Uso win just to feed him to CM Punk. Like, I don't think that was the right move if that's why you did that. You could do something better with Jey Uso. And at the same time, I thought this was a perfect time to where you do the whole LA Knight thing, man. If you want to put the title on Braun Breaker, let me run this by you. You want to put the title on Braun Breaker, right? If that's what they want to do, if that is what they want to do, What better way to do it than to have LA Knight win the Battle Royal, go to take on CM Punk, have Braun Breaker take Punk out, LA Knight wins the title, and then Braun Breaker takes the title off LA Knight. And you could have CM Punk come and try to get whatever you want to do. That would be a trend. Because even like, if the ultimate goal is to put the title on Braun Breaker, he's going to beat CM Punk?
Well, here's the thing. How long does WWE want to wait before they put the title on Braun
That is
Breaker?
the other thing. That's the interesting thing.
Because if you want him to turn around really quickly, then your way of thinking should have been the right way. That's what they should have done.
Unless you're going to do it with Jay again and then have him only win the title for a couple weeks again.
And then have Braun Breaker beat him. But, man, it's just...
But I feel like, that again, that sets up... Jey Uso's already been down this road of a crappy championship run. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just...
That's why I think you got to switch it up.
The problem with WWE is once the person gets... The title runs are great. But once the person wins the title... Whew,
I mean, the only one that...
It's not the greatest thing on... It's not great, man.
The only one that has held the title and has done a pretty serviceable job with his run was Roman Reigns. After him, it's been downhill with everybody else.
Yeah.
So...
Yep, 100%.
It just sucks. But I do feel... Oh, man, I'm praying, bro. When is the next live premium event? It's not this weekend. It's next weekend, right? Is it?
No, they got Saturday night main events the week. This weekend is Halloween Havoc for NXT. The following Saturday is the Saturday night main event, I believe, November 1st.
Okay, so then they would have to do the turn in 2 weeks, pretty much. No, in 1 week.
Yeah, I mean, well, they could... I think what they could do is show something, little breadcrumbs on Raw this week to see if anything's biting. Like I don't know if you saw what they did with Dominic Mysterio. They sent him out during one of the breaks to just go to the ring to see how the fans reacted to him. And he said stuff to get them to boo him, and they cheered. And then he went to the corner and he lifted the belt, and they cheered. They went even crazier. And it's like, so it looks like they were testing to see like if they could turn him face or adding more to the dirty thing, because he did, he's like, I am Dominic Mysterio. I am your mega intercontinental champion. And he just kind of left. That's all he did.
But not only, here's the thing about what they've done with Dom. See, that's the reason why I feel like they need to do something like that with Jay. Like, they've capitalized on Dom. Like, even the moments when, for example, he had to go against Rusev, and you would see Dom walking in the background, and then all of a sudden he sees Rusev, and he's like freaks out, and he's like, "Oh crap, let me walk out of here and let me go the opposite way." Like, they sold that. They even did it on the Battle Royal. It was him against Jey Uso, and the crowd was going for Dom too. They were like, "Holy crap!" When he did the cheat move, when all of a sudden, who was it? I think it was AJ Styles threw him out, and then all of a sudden he came back in. Like, those are things that stand out, and people love that about the character. I think that's the only way you're gonna get something from Jey Uso. If he loses against CM Punk or wins against CM Punk, we're back to the drawing board. How boring is it? Okay, back to the beating.
That's where I think they made the mistake. Like, it should have been somebody fresh or somebody like, or the LA Knight to me would have made more sense than Jey Uso. I mean,
here's the
you've
issue.
Got so many irons in the fire with Jey Uso. You got the whole thing with Roman, the thing with Jimmy. There's other things where you could have bided the time for Jay. Instead, now you're either going to bury him by getting beat by CM Punk, or you're going to try to run something where Jimmy super kicks him and then there's a war between them two again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you do, you're rerunning. Whatever you do with Jay at this point, you're rerunning because you decided to strap him a Battle Royal win. Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, here, let me ask you something, because I think I read something as well saying about WWE had to come out saying that they don't use ChatGPT for storytelling. Did you read about that? Did you hear about that? Because I think they had mentioned Triple H, and they had asked
what they said. What the report was they were going to go to AI to replace the writers, and what it is kind of what we talked about, where it's going to be stuff to generate storylines, and they're going to look at what it does and come up with ideas and be like, okay, because again, ChatGPT, if you put stuff in, it takes articles from all around the internet,
Yeah.
puts it into one and shoots it out. So now they're going to have, instead of writers sitting at a table going, oh, let's do this. Now they put it into AI and you get this 52 top ideas.
Yeah, it's like cheating.
half of them will be stupid because they'll be from some movies or something that can't work in WWE, but you may find one or two to be like, okay, we can work that into our something, and it's different.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a good idea that way because, like, for me, take me for instance. I've watched wrestling since I was 5-6 years old.
That's a long time ago.
It is, but that's also why when I talk about wrestling, I have the same mentality that a lot of the, it's not a new mentality. It's
old school, bro.
It's an old school mentality with I do go with some of the new school stuff, but the ideas are more old school. It's more of the dusty finishes, which was the old, like one of the best finishes that I watched was when first, was it Arn Anderson or Tully Blanchard? I can't remember which one it was, or maybe it was a tag team match. Dusty gets the pin. The ref counts 1, 2, 3 with down, and he's groggy. So the ref, the other, I think it was Arn, comes in and flips it. So when the ref actually gets up to see who he counted 3, he sees Tully on top of Dusty. And even though Dusty got the 3 count and the crowd's going crazy, the ref sees Tully get the pin and says Tully Blanchard's the winner. For a title, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Like those things, like I love those when you tell the stories within the story or the match. And look, it's time for some fresh stuff. Again, this is more entertainment than it is wrestling anymore.
I feel that they're using AI because there's so many shows out there.
Yeah.
You need some help. You need some help because at the end of the day,
you can't see everything.
No, and then at the same time, you're putting a lot of pressure on these writers to come up with ideas. So they have to be continuously thinking of different things. Some of them are going to work and some of them are not. And then if you see, there's going to be instances when some of these writers might go in a route where they're having like a downfall and people are not feeling the stories that they're providing us. And then what are you going to do? Bring another guy? And then that other guy is going to go ahead and...
That's usually what they do. And the funny thing is, Frankie, man, I used to apply for the writer's position, and I would always put on there, 14-year on the indies, all this stuff that I did. And then I'm like, they're never going to hire me. They want somebody that doesn't think wrestling in that position. That's why they hire the guys from TV. Freddie Prince Jr. got his start writing in there because they bring the other mentality that's not wrestling. They've got the producers and all the wrestlers to bring the wrestling aspect. They don't need that for the writers. They're trying to find somebody that's going to bring in some crazy outside thinking shit. And that's, I think, what they're going to get with the AI. It's going to be shit where you're going to be like, and honestly, I think what they're going to find out, and rest in peace to this genius, they're going to get some ideas like what Bray Wyatt had.
Yeah.
And then the thing's going to be like, how do we bring this to our product, to pro wrestling?
Yeah.
Because that was always the issue with the Bray Wyatt character. It was great until it got inside the ring.
Yeah.
And when it was cinematic, it was tremendous.
And they're kind of having that same issue with the White Six, right?
White Six, yeah.
That's why you don't see them as much. I mean, they're trying it because they're putting the tag team belts on them, but
they're doing more because they're trying to keep the belts on them until after Halloween Horror Nights.
Yep.
But yeah, it is one of those things to where I think what they're going to get is some ideas outside the box that they can use, and some where they're going to go, oof, that might be a little bit too much.
Let me ask you this because I don't know.
Freddie Prinze Jr. wrote for WWE for a while,
yeah,
and then he went to start his own wrestling product.
Yeah. Haven't you been? I've been noticing a lot, and I've been getting a lot of my feeds, like on Instagram and on X and on Facebook and also Rumble. People are coming up with like these AI dream matches of like random ass people just wrestling. Like I think it was on I think it was a AEW ring where you saw Pele versus Sean went offline. Well, it was Pele versus Maradona, like random as hell. Like I'm getting that. I don't know if you guys are running into that. Maybe because I follow a lot of wrestling, and there's a lot of wrestling, insiders that I watch and I listen to, that they all of a sudden I've been watching and been seeing it, and just randomly getting different people. Like I saw Martin Luther King also be generated as an AI person, and then I saw who else was it? I think it was Trump coming out against Biden. Like it's random as hell, but yeah, it's weird that I'm getting this now. I don't know where Sean went. Apparently, he decided to take a break. So I'm gonna have to hold it down on my own while he's gone. In the meantime, if you guys have any questions or any concerns or want to go ahead and chime in, right on the chat board. I'm listening and I'm watching on Rumble, so I have you guys on Rumble as well. If you guys write something on the chat board, and then everybody else is there. What up, E8 minutes? Yeah, bro, we're back. It sounds like Celebrity Deathmatch. Remember? Yeah. Well, I used to be a fan of Celebrity Deathmatch. I liked Celebrity Deathmatch when it was on the Super Bowl. Like the Super Bowl halftime, I used to love the Celebrity Deathmatch. Too bad that the video game sucked, because I remember, I think it was on, what was it, on PlayStation? I don't remember, but the game sucked. Yes, EA minutes. I kind of need you here for the third host. Cat for Life says, I saw Albert Einstein take on Stephen Hawking in a steel. I think that you're referring to the same thing that I was talking about, like these generated AI things that they're just posting it. I don't know. I don't know. But let's talk about more wrestling here. I know Sean is gone, but I wanted to talk something that had been kind of like trending in the wrestling world, and that is Andrade El Idolo. He obviously got let go by WWE because he had gone ahead and gotten some um I guess he was using some steroids or something. He broke some stuff that he was doing. So they released him. Then we saw Andrade make his way over to AEW, coincidentally here in Fort Lauderdale one day. We're holding it down here in Miami. So in Fort Lauderdale, he showed up and then he disappeared again. No more AEW for Andrade. And now rumorville is that WWE, he broke the non-clause contract where he can't compete for over a year, and now I think WWE wants to bring him back and actually bring him to actually wrestle again in WWE. How do you guys feel about that? Like, is it WWE kind of realizing, yo, I made a mistake. We made a mistake. We let this guy go. We should have just put him on some probation and then bring him back, because this guy just jumped very, very quickly from WWE over to AEW. And I felt, in my opinion, that that was kind of a downfall for WWE. I thought Andrade and Ray Phoenix, that little combination between the two of them, was doing really well. I thought that they were competing. It also allowed Ray Phoenix to kind of not have to be so much like, hey, when are we going to see him and Penta get back together? So for me, that was working. And then all of a sudden, all this happens. Everybody's quiet about it. And then now it looks like Andrade is coming back for no reason. And if you guys remember, Santos Escobar is another one that he's had originally not signed his contract. Then all of a sudden they wanted to bring him back. They signed him and they brought him back, but they haven't put him in the show. So and rumorville was that AEW was interested in Santos Escobar as well. So it's like, what is WWE doing out here? Are they actually afraid of letting the competition take some of their talent? Because it looks like they're kind of backtracking and saying, hold on a second, I'm going to go ahead and bring this guy back because I didn't know AEW was going to go after him so quickly. That's the vibe I'm getting. Sean is back. Sean, what do you think? If you've been listening to me, what do you think about this whole Andrade situation, Santos Escobar situation? Is AEW becoming more of a competitor to WWE, and is this the reason why WWE is kind of backtracking and bringing these guys back?
No, I think WWE is trying to make a statement to anybody else that wants to pull some stupid shit to try to get out of contracts, that they're going to start enforcing something they haven't enforced in forever. Which in every contract, apparently this deal's in there, but usually it's after 90 days, they let them go. But this one, they are implementing, and maybe it's a TKO thing, because we've seen how they are. So I think this is one of those things. Again, the difference between it is Andrade was fired, basically. So that because of that, it enacted the 1-year clause in the contract. Now, Escobar was going to leave, just not re-sign and wait out his 90 days and go because he didn't like what the creative plan was for him in WWE.
And let's keep it real. He wasn't happy with what they offered him because they had to offer him more money.
He wasn't happy with the money either. But again, they offered him, and this is where I think that it's changed for WWE now that they're under TKO. Vince McMahon would still give you what you were getting paid for you to sit at home. He didn't care. TKO is saying, you wrestled 6 matches last year. I'm going to pay you the price I would pay somebody to wrestle 6 matches. They're not doing the whole, I'm going to pay you your underside guarantee of $150,000 and you're only going to wrestle 6 matches a year and you're going to sit home the rest of the time. I don't think they're doing that, man. I think they're enforcing some of this stuff, and they're also sending a message. And again, everybody that I've heard talk on this subject that knows law says that Andrade would probably be able to beat this if they want to go to court.
So Andrade
you can't make somebody sit out a year and not work. Like, you can't work in your industry for a year?
But is Andrade still getting paid?
No, he was fired with cause. This is the other thing between WWE now and TKO. WWE back in the day, you get fired for cause, you're done. They terminate your contract, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
TKO is implementing this clause in there that, like, I know Sean Ross Sapp found it. It's like deep in the contract. It says if you're fired with cause, they can set you up to where you have to wait a year. And they implemented it on Andrade.
Cat for Life. I see what you wrote and it called Sora, and you're right, it is called Sora. So Sean, while you were gone, I was gonna ask you if you're running into that situation where you're getting these AI generated fights of like legends, like random people fighting in a wrestling match. And I had mentioned Pele versus Maradona, Biden versus Trump. Somebody in the chat was saying kind of reminds me of the what was it, that MTV little show?
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Celebrity
Deathmatch.
Yes. So yeah,
I love that, especially when Stone Cold became a referee.
And Cat for Life says it's Sora, and you're right, it is Sora, because I remember obviously you guys, people on Rumble or people watching on X or on YouTube or on Twitch, you guys all know that I'm
on Rumble. Please hit the like. Please hit the like if you're watching.
Oh, really? You can hit likes on the Rumble too? Yeah, sweet. There you go. I hit it like. What happened is I follow DJs, and obviously DJ Pauly D was one of them, and Pauly D is using it. Pauly D was using it to cut his hair. He was going bald, and then he used it to kind of shave his beard as well. So yeah, that is called Sora, and yes, that is kind of scary the way they're using that. I mean, the more and more we look into that,
the whole AI thing is scary, man. At certain things, because now some of them are again, you can look at and go, okay, that's more of a fake picture. There's a lot of them now where you're looking at it going, that shit really happened?
Yeah.
There's a lot of pictures now, like photos and videos, and you're like, then you start looking deeper, trying to figure out, wait, did this really happen? In the sports world especially, like there's times where it's like somebody fighting somebody or something, and like it's like, okay, I don't see any other news about it, so it must not be true. It's gonna get scary in AI, man. It's gonna get real scary.
But going back to the whole Andrade thing, I mean, if he fights it in court, look, man, you can't prevent a guy from working a whole year, bro. What is he gonna do for a living? He's gonna he could actually work on something else, but that's his bread and butter, wrestling.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what David Otunga, who used to be a WWE superstar, and he's a lawyer too. He was the one that was married to Jennifer Hudson. He stated that, he doesn't think they would get away for a whole year. They might get the 90. They might get a little bit more, depending on what the case, and they'd probably have to fight what the probable cause was. They might get a little bit more, but he's like, there's no way that that any judge would give somebody a year that they can't work in their professional field.
And not only that, but I'm pretty sure Andrade wasn't one of the guys that was making like buku money. He's not like making the same money as
Oh,
John Cena or
and
anything like
also,
that.
no doubt's right there. He just said to prevent someone from working in the entire is not enforceable. There you go.
Yeah,
Oh, he's saying the year isn't the problem.
I think I think the issue is you could stop him, but you can't do the whole. Well, I don't know why he says the year isn't the problem. It should be a problem because if
Well,
you
no. I say you cannot prevent someone from their livelihood. Restrictions on competition post-employment have to be reasonable, which is why they usually have the 90 days. But in the 90 days, you're usually getting your downside.
yes, you're getting something.
Whatever that is, you're usually getting something. Whereas and again, the problem here too, and I don't know if No Doubt can help me out with this. A lot of people are saying that he acted this out to get out of this contract, which makes no sense because he had just left AEW a year and a half ago. And WWE was right in the middle of giving him the big push with Rey Fenix.
Maybe they were gonna take him off that. Maybe that's what happened.
know.
Something had to
whole
trigger him.
situation was.
Something had to trigger
There was
him.
a big thing. There was a big thing where he did some things that were not seen as.
Or we could just maybe there's some assumption. I don't know. I don't want to spread rumors out there, but you never know. Maybe he hit up Tony Khan, or maybe Tony Khan hit him up and said, "Hey man, I could pay you more than what these guys are paying you. Get out of the contract." There's tampering everywhere. I'm not saying that that's what happened, but that could be because it does. You're right. It doesn't make any sense for him to go ahead and just say, "Hey, I want to get the hell out of this contract," and then all of a sudden just jump immediately to AEW. So again,
Okay, so he had multiple violations of the company's wellness policy over the past year. The release was disciplinary, not due to budget cuts. He suspended without pay before being terminated, and then of course where it all led to. So again, I don't think if he supposedly he's got a lawyer, and they say he's a good lawyer, but I don't even know if you need a good lawyer to get you out of this. It just seems like you can't keep somebody out of making a livelihood for a year just because of what they took some kind of drugs to fail the wellness policy or steroids or whatever it is that he failed on the wellness policy.
Yep.
Now he's banned. Like I don't know where
the question is the definition of his wellness, the fact that he can't wrestle, but that doesn't mean he still can't do any other job. So technically he could still go and I don't know, do a podcast or do I don't know, something completely different.
No, he failed the WWE's wellness policy. It has nothing to do with him not being able to wrestle. He took either steroid or he did a drug and they piss test him whether. And again, if you watched any WWE documentaries back in the day, you've watched many of them and they all said, we knew when the tests were coming. And you knew when tests were coming because you could tell by the people that were in the locker room the day of the tests. And with that, you could tell if somebody was being set up as well. Just saying.
I mean, it's out there, man. It's crazy the way things are working with that situation, but it's only going to get more and more interesting. And eventually we're going to find out who or what happened there because I feel like there's more to it. And it just feels kind of strange that WWE would go this extreme. Like you said, TKO.
I believe they're using him to make him like, hey, some of you guys that aren't getting what you want, try to get out of your contracts. But we're going to start enforcing this. Is what I feel like this is. And yeah, I mean, Andrade can go and get a lawyer, but it's going to cost him too now.
That is true.
And again, if he's not making money, can WWE, and this is the other part that I don't know as far as, the legal end of it, but can they draw it out in court to where you got Andrade spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on a lawyer to where it's like, okay, fine, go sign a contract because now it's all going to your lawyer.
Yeah.
Like that's so.
It's crazy.
Let's see. He says non-compete clauses that are used to punish people are generally not enforceable. But what if they, in the bylines of the contract, it states what you can and can't do, No Doubt, and then you violate that? Is that still does it not matter? I guess when you say you can't use it to punish it, does it not matter even if he violated the wellness policy over and over and over? Does that lead to able to punish him? I guess is my question. And I don't even know if I labeled that right.
He wrote something.
He says non-compete or to protect a business, not harm the former employee. Okay, so then it wouldn't matter either way then, I guess.
Yeah.
So again, I think we're almost through 60 days. I think it's been 2 months. So he probably have to wait another 30 days and then it'll probably be, he can show back up. But they ruined him from being on the pay-per-view with Kenny Omega.
That did kind of screw them over.
I'm kind of happy because goddamn, there's already 15 matches on damn pay-per-view. I don't need 16. Hell, this NXT Halloween Havoc looks like an AEW show.
Oh, we gotta make our
Damn.
picks. We gotta definitely make our picks.
Yeah.
Do you have
ready
any?
for this?
Do you have any other topics?
No, that was it. That was
I
all
wanted to
That's all I
ask you. I wanted to ask you.
I asked you to send me topics. Apparently, you didn't. You just want to have your own little segment here. Go ahead.
You damn right I did.
Spotlight on Fresco.
Two things, and I wanted to ask you because I kind of, here's the thing: we want to be as honest and unbiased as possible. I don't want Sean to assume that we're like, I don't want you fans to assume that me and Sean are talking about this behind the scenes. We're talking about it right here, raw cut, just for you guys. First question for you, sir: women's wrestling in 2025, out of both AEW and WWE, who do you feel has had the best run when it comes to the women's division? Which girl would you pick right now?
Oh, which female?
Yes. Which female has had the best run this year in 2025
This year.
between
See, if you were to ask me, like,
no, this year.
like,
This year.
yeah, because I would say,
Ooh.
Rhea's a good one. I like Io.
Here's the thing. This is why I look, if I felt like Toni Storm was the one that was having the greatest run, but I feel like they have hurt her so bad in the last couple months.
After she lost to Mariah May, there's no antagonist
No.
that has been there for her. No, the story has
still
fell flat.
She still had a good run. She had that fight with Mercedes Moné, which was good, but I just don't see it happening after that. Like, they made her lose again against Chris Statlander, and I'm like, why? Like, you're trying to push Chris Statlander. Your biggest star is Toni Storm on the AEW side. On the
but
woman
she
besides
doesn't
Moné.
need the belt, though. They love her regardless. And again, it's the chase for the title that is going to be the best thing for Toni Storm.
Hold on. For Toni Storm, wasn't her... Okay, now, all right. Good thing you said that.
Again,
The WWE side has had drawbacks with their runs holding the belt, but it looks like AEW on the women's side, at least, I could say it's different when it comes to Toni Storm. Toni Storm's run with the belt has actually been very entertaining. People coming after her for the belt has actually worked for her.
I felt it was very entertaining when she had somebody to work with. I felt like Mercedes, I felt like her and Mariah May had the perfect chemistry to where one didn't overshadow the other, even though on screen it may appear that way. But there's always the get back the next time. If she overshined this time, Toni Storm overshined the next time. So everything stayed equal. I felt with the Mercedes Moné build, there was too much emphasis going toward, and again, this is before the 12 belts Moné and all this stuff, but it was still on Mercedes Moné becoming that star. And I think AEW made the right decision by having Toni Storm beat her, because I think AEW had the vision of Mercedes Moné being what she would become now and didn't want that strapped to the AEW title as well. And Chris Statlander and Toni Storm apparently was what Tony Khan wanted the whole time, if you want to believe the stories. And that's why they had never met one-on-one until recently.
Look, so obviously for you, EA Minute says Rhea Ripley, EA Minute says Stephanie Valkyrie. Who do you think, in your opinion? Now, Vaquer has had a good run because she did have
She
a
has.
run. She did have a really good run in NXT as well.
NXT.
So
And
you have
remember, before the start of the year, or was the end of last year, was when she fought Monet and then came right into NXT.
let me see. Was that
So-
was that was last year, right?
I believe it was last year. Now I'm thinking about it because I believe she was in the Royal Rumble, right? Which was in January. So
Yeah. So Vaquer versus Monet. When was this match? This match was it was October 23rd, 2024. So
yeah,
it was, it
so
was-
right before the end of the year, yeah. So that would have been last year. But yeah,
So,
I mean,
who do you think, out of all the women in the WWE and the AEW world, who do you think right now, if you had to pick one woman as your like, let's say we're getting to the most valuable player, most valuable female wrestler right now for the 2025, who is your girl? And again, I'll throw some names out there. You've had obviously Rhea Ripley, Stephanie Valquer. You've also had Liv Morgan had a good run as well. Tony Storm, Mercedes Moné. You could also point out and say that
yeah, but I feel like Mercedes Monet has been done on a different level. Not taking anything away from her, man, because I don't want it to sound, but I mean, it's not like she's holding
holding a
prime time.
crap hell of.
She's
belts.
holding 12 belts. I get that, but it's West Ontario Championship Wrestling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the interesting thing I saw, Frankie, listen to this. You might like this. Blackheart at CCW.
Okay.
She issued a challenge to Mercedes Moné.
She did, but Mercedes Moné never picked. I didn't hear Mercedes go after her, right? Like I didn't hear her.
I
respond to
haven't
her.
happened yet. And again, I don't know how this is playing out. I don't know if they picked certain promotions were already lined up, and they're because I can't listen. I get that this one guy sent out that she wants 25,000 per appearance. I believe that's what she's telling companies that she knows won't book her for 25,000.
Lot of
She's
money.
like, I'm not going to Cornhole, Nebraska to wrestle 25 grand, knowing she's not going to get it. That's to me, that's what's happening there, because you're telling me all these 11 damn promoters said, I'm going to not only give you 25,000 to come win the belt, but then I got to pay you 25,000 to come back and lose the belt,
Yes.
or to defend the belt, and then I keep paying you 25,000. Like,
Hold on.
really?
If-
you think
if
these
we had 11.
independents are paying that much
Dude, if
for,
she
for
had,
Mercedes Moné?
if she literally just showed up once to that and she did those 11 months, she made 275,000 just in one match in those 11 matches, which would be insane. Insane.
Dude, think about this. If this is accurate, okay, not taking into the millions she's getting from TNA, from AEW,
Yeah, because
Right?
she's banking in AEW too.
right? So now she could wrestle Friday night at an independent show. You're telling me that's 25,000. Saturday night at an independent show, that's 50,000. And then another Sunday afternoon show, she could get $75,000 on a weekend.
Jesus Christ.
Times that by 4.
Look, hey, Mercedes Moné, if you need somebody to like be your butler or carry or do something, hit me up, bro. Hit me
You'll
up.
be one of those 6 guys wearing it without the shirt.
I don't. I would be wearing a shirt. I would be wearing the shirt. I don't have.
You'll be the ones wearing the shirt with the abs on it.
I don't. yeah, because I don't have no abs.
The
I
big
wish
chest. Like,
I gotta work on the abs, but yes, I'm not. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. But yeah, definitely call me. But look, if you ask me who has been, the most. If I have to give 2025 for a particular woman, I mean, I was looking at Jake Cargill. Jake Cargill has fallen off.
Yeah,
Tiffany
no,
Stratton has done a
for
pretty good
me
job
right
throughout
now,
the whole year.
honestly, I would go with Io Sky. She had a run for like 3 or 4 months that she stole the show every match she was in. The triple threat at WrestleMania, onto the Rhea, I mean, I just feel, and then to get herself over with the whole damn dance now, no, she has gotten herself over with the thing. And the only thing that I have to say about everything else is that I don't think there's been that great of a run by any women wrestler. Not to slight them at all.
Damn.
But I don't think they've been booked that way. No, AEW for a few months, the women didn't felt like they were getting booked like they used to. They used to be the draw for a while. There was times where the only thing they had Mercedes Moné doing an interview.
Here's a couple girls that I was thinking as well, because I was thinking about I was looking at Liva Valkyria. I was also looking at
she's the most used women wrestler.
She's been working
on everything.
Because she's doing NXT a lot, so she's running up and down NXT a lot as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking about her. I didn't think about Becky Lynch because Becky Lynch had that. She was off for a little minute because of her. I think her.
I feel that she hasn't. She hasn't reached back to the levels of when she was the man.
She hasn't. She kind of hasn't.
That's the only reason. Like, and again, this might be me looking at it wrong. Your question, but if she was already up here and now she's here, I can't say she's on a great run. That's my problem. I'm comparing her to the man.
And she doesn't.
And the run now is not the same. Although I am very interested to see where this leads with the confrontation this week with Paul Heyman and what she said to him.
I like that. I don't think they're gonna go anywhere. I don't think they're gonna go anywhere.
Probably won't. That's probably be it. That'll be it until he comes back, and then she'll be like, "I told you, I'll get you."
All right, look. So I'm gonna go on a different route, and a lot of you guys might disagree with me, but if I'm gonna give kudos to somebody out there, and she worked her way in NXT, and she's found a way to work her way in WWE, and for a minute there, we kind of thought she was lost, and her growth has grown dramatically. I'm gonna say if I had to pick somebody, and Io Sky is very good, I'm not gonna lie, that would probably be maybe up there. But I'm gonna throw somebody out there different, and that is the little girl right there, the little mamacita, Roxanne Perez. I think she has had a hell of a run in WWE.
On, man. Really?
No, absolutely.
She's being used a lot. I mean, you might as well throw with that. You're giving participation. Let's throw Maxine Dupree in there.
No.
She almost won the Intercontinental title.
Come on, keep in mind she was able to go ahead and take over the role of being Dom's girl. That you got to give her credit for that. Like Dom,
that's the only reason you like her. If she didn't go to Judgment Day, this is not even a subject on this show now. What? Now I see what you did. You did all of this to get back to your boy Dom. You had to throw Dom being the reason she's in the spotlight.
She is think about it. How many greatness, Rhea Ripley, Dom had her. Liv Morgan, Dom had her. Roxanne Perez. What else do you want from him?
Dude, you're like Dom Hatter. Okay.
So I'm going to go on a limb.
Who's getting Dirty Dom seconds? Who's getting Dirty Dom seconds?
A lot of girls out there are probably getting Dirty Dom seconds. All right. Moving on. The last topic of the day. Talk to me. We want to talk about, I'm going to bring up 4 particular guys, and it comes up because these 4 guys are the ones that are, and I'm not gonna lie, I am cheating a little bit. I did ask ChatGPT, so I'm already taking some of the AI ideas from WWE.
Yeah, no, that's fine, bro.
What the question here is, it says, what do you think is going to be the future of Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, MJF, and Will Ospreay, which are the 4, kind of, you could say, the 4 main guys in all of them, right?
Like, the 4 pillars of wrestling right now.
You could say those are the 4 top guys, the 2 in WWE and the 2 in AEW, because I feel MJF is always better than any of the than Moxley and Darby Allin.
He brings a different entertainment aspect to the product when he's on TV.
So
it shows by the ratings.
So the future of Roman, the future of Cody, the future of MJF, and then the future of Will Ospreay once he comes back, hopefully, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I'll start with Will Ospreay, man. I hope first off that he heals fully, and he's able to be the Will Ospreay that he was, or at least an 80%. Maybe he can't do some of the crazy high flying things, which I don't think that's a bad thing for him, as long as he can change his style. But he seems like a guy that could. I would have to say for him, it'd be the AEW World Title.
Do you think Tony Khan is finally going to do that for him?
You know what's funny is you've got Swerve out and you've got Will Ospreay out. but yet you haven't brought you even MJF's been out. I don't know if he's doing movies or whatever he's doing. He lost the match to Mark Briscoe, and then he lost himself, and he said, "Until I come back a better person." They ought to bring him back when Will Ospreay is 2-3 months away, and they know for sure he's going to return. Put the belt on MJF.
I was thinking
the belt on MJF when Swerve and Ospreay return, and just let that program run itself. Because I think you could get some beautiful matches, wordsmith wise, with Swerve and MJF, and Will Ospreay's Billy Goat's got a little bit too there, and then the in-ring ability with the way MJF can go with any style of wrestling, and pairing him up with those two for heavyweight title matches, I think that'll start elevating that AEW. Not saying that Hangman doesn't elevate the belt, but to me, like Hangman, he's like AEW. You got that hardcore cult following that loves Hangman Adam Page, but that's it.
Yeah, it's true.
He doesn't move the needle as your champion. He doesn't, man. I'm sorry. To me, he does not move the needle as a champion.
All right, for me, starting with Will Ospreay, I agree with you 100%. I think they need to finally give him the AEW title when he comes back. If he comes back at 100%, I hope he is, because he's an amazing wrestler. I think if he wasn't injured, I would have voted him as the best wrestler of 2025, because he has been working his ass off. His matches are always great. Like, the guy is out of this world. And if you ever get a chance to watch him live, do it. Like, I saw him live, and the match lived up to expectation. What were you going to say?
There is one woman, which I did not say this, because I'm looking at the matches for NXT Halloween Havoc. JC Jane has taken a big step forward.
Do you like her run? I'm not a fan right now.
I'm not saying that the run is great, but to me, she is working everything she can for that title belt.
You know what's crazy is that she came out right before she complained. I don't know if you remember this. She complained on social media, telling people that that WWE and NXT was not using her, and that they weren't pushing her and that shit. And then eventually they pushed her, and now look, they made her the NXT champion. So
yeah, but I don't know how much of that was to get a rise on social media to see what they could do, or how much of it was real. Because the run came right after that, where it's more like, okay, let's use this to build off of. Sorry, I interrupted yours. You just did
Will Ospreay. And if I gotta go with MJF, I think the thing that they gotta do with MJF is we've already seen Will Ospreay and MJF. I want to see MJF, and I know right now they kind of have a different storyline between Okada and the other guy. I forgot his name now. That he actually came out at the end. They actually ended the show with them too, with Okada and what's the other guy? Takeshita. So I think MJF should come back, and he should challenge for the unified belt and have him go against Okada. And I think we would love to see Okada and him go at it. I would like to see that run from MJF. Something new, a breath of fresh air, because I want Will Ospreay to win the title. So I think it would be nice to see how MJF fares up against Okada. I think that would be my my run that I would like from those two guys. Now going to the WWE side, the future. Cody Rhodes, right? And here's the thing about Cody, man. Like,
he needs to get hurt. I'm serious. They need to take him out like they did with Stone Cold. Somebody hit him in the parking lot. He's just laying there. Take him off TV for 3 or 4 months, and then bring him back fresh.
Here's my thing for Cody, man. I want to see something different. I want to see something that we haven't seen. And the only thing I could think of, and I know people are bringing it up because they want to see this guy wrestle against a legend that's retiring. But I would, if it's for real that this guy is actually coming back to WWE, these two guys are coming back to WWE. Apparently, there's 2 guys, and they're gonna have a hell of a run. I say you pair up Cody to fight against Chris Jericho, and you bring back Edge, and you have Cody go against Edge as well. So those two guys, if in fact they are coming back to WWE,
For what though?
bring them back.
What does that prove?
It solidifies Cody what he's able to do against legends in wrestling.
Bro.
That's what I would want.
Man.
Chris
To me
Jericho
right now,
and
it doesn't
Edge
matter.
against Cody.
You
Bring those two guys. Those
you know what
those
you
could
would
be the
get
next two.
if they did that, you know what you would get?
What?
The Cody Crybabies.
I like it.
You would get Cody Crybabies, man. That'd be like, why are we wrestling Y2J? He's 97 years old. His chest doesn't even come out. His chest is sunken. It's like a pirate.
They're already bringing
And
him.
you're bringing back Edge. What, you're bringing back Edge? If you bring back Edge, he does one-off with Cena, and then he's going back to AEW. I'm sorry to tell you.
He
It's
does
a one-off.
He goes against Cena, and then all of a sudden he challenges Cody for the belt.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So let me get this right. Your future for Cody Rhodes is the past of WWE.
Correct. Kind of like the Legend Killer. Cody becomes kind of like a Legend Killer.
You're going back to the future, Cody Rhodes style.
He beats Chris Jericho and he beats
Jesus
Edge as well.
Christ.
And Cody
Oh.
still wins over the fans. That's me. What about you? What do you think should be the future of Cody?
Cody, they need to hit him with a car. Take him out for 3 or 4 months and then bring him back. Like right now, there's nothing Cody can do to do anything, honestly, right now. He's at that point
So you want
to where he won the title. He finished his story. They've never done another story for him. There's never been another story. There's never a follow-up. There's not a chapter 2. It went chase for the story. Oh, he didn't get it. Chapter 2, chase for the story once again. He got it. The end. The book is closed. Where was the chapter 3?
What would be chapter 3?
At this point, to be honest, I think it would have been The Rock.
Yeah.
But when that whole thing backfired on WWE, they had no contingencies, which is why Cena was sitting there looking like a dork going, oh, I'm a heel, I'm a heel. Oh no, I'm a face. Yay, I'm back. Like, that ruined everything. And to me, nothing will get anybody to believe in Cody until he goes away and you're saying, damn, we do miss the American Nightmare. We do need him back. And then he comes back to save the day.
Okay. All right. And then the last one. And I saw, no doubt, he put Seth. I had mentioned Roman, but that's fine. If you want to do Roman or Seth, either or. What do you think is the future for? You could actually, if you want to mention both of them, that's fine. Or you could pick one or the other. What do you think should be the future of Roman or of Seth Rollins?
Well, I'll go with both. I mean, Seth's going to come back, and it's going to be interesting because I think their futures might be Seth and Roman needing each other.
You want them to team up again?
To take down the Vision. They might be needed to take down the Vision again.
That's a good point, yeah.
They might have to. I mean, again, think about this. If Paul Heyman grows the Vision more, and then Seth comes back, he's going to have to. The story could be, all right, I need somebody, but he's already done Cody wrong. He's already done Roman wrong. I mean, he's already burned all those bridges. CM Punk, nope. Jay, nope. He's got nobody. At some point, he's going to have to suck it up, and somebody's going to come out and save him, not because they want to save Seth Rollins, but because they want to kick Braun and Braun's ass and everybody else in the Vision. They probably care less about Seth, but again, the enemy of thy enemy is thy friend. So I think ultimately you're going to see something along those lines happen. And again, I think this injury changes a lot of things that they had going, because supposedly the WrestleMania 42 was going to be Seth and Roman somehow once it got planted with Seth with the Vision. And then I think that after that WrestleMania was going to be the Braun Breaker turn. But they never made it there.
Yeah.
So now I don't know how you build this up only to be, because Bronson takes out Roman all the time, right? Braun took out Seth. Bronson took out Seth. The payback is, okay, I got to have somebody to team up with. And honestly, what better way at WrestleMania 42? One of the nights.
You know what? I mean, I wasn't thinking the same way, but I'm gonna agree with you, man. I think the best thing for them to do for those two is team them back up and make them go against what used to be the Vision, right? And go after Paul Heyman and stuff like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it just makes logical sense that those two work their differences and become a team. Now, here's the thing. My question to you is, should they add a third person? Because if you have Jay turn heel and he's on the Vision, then it only would make sense that Jimmy joins them. And then all of a sudden you have Roman, Seth, and Jimmy all together as a group.
Yeah, I just don't think Jimmy turns that needle, man. It's
As
gotta
like
be
the shield, kind of like a
you
shield.
know, you know what would be funny? How about the 3 people that main evented night 2 or night 1 of WrestleMania 41 are in a 6-man night 1 of WrestleMania 42 as a team?
So remind me, who was these?
CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins against the Bronze. And Austin Theory is the guy right now that they kind of keep throwing the name out. I don't know if there's somebody else that they can move up into that place to make it, seem better. But I mean, hell, the 3 of them have it out for Paul Heyman. And maybe, how about this as this won't happen, but as a stipulation for the match, the person who gets the pinfall gets 10 minutes with Paul Heyman. Whoever gets the pin. Could you imagine that? Roman goes to get the pin and Seth pulling him off because he wants to beat up Paul Heyman? And that's how the match goes?
And then CM Punk pulls him off, right?
Yeah.
Well,
they just keep pulling each other off. And then it ends up costing them. And then Paul Heyman weasels his way ass out to the back.
It's not a bad idea.
And those 3. And then now they teamed up and now they can go right back to hating each other and got stories there going on.
For me, I agree. I think that's not a bad idea.
What's up, Adrian?
What's up, Adrian? I don't think it would be a bad idea to have Roman, Seth, and CM Punk, and then on the opposite side it would be Bronson, Braun Breaker, and Jey Uso, and it will be the old geezers versus the future, the young youth. That's what I would put it right there, and then sell it like it'll kind of be like
the
behind
Fountain of
the
Youth
scenes.
match.
Fountain of Youth match. Who's gonna win, the old geezers or the future of WWE? And I think that would be a good way for them to go. And you're right. And then the grand prize is obviously Paul Heyman. What happens with Paul Heyman? So, but yeah, that was it. Now let's do our picks, right? We got the Halloween Havoc picks.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel like this is an AEW card. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches at NXT Halloween Havoc. My God, they're getting more and more like Tony Khan.
6 matches doesn't seem that bad, Sean. Come on, AEW would have had.
Tony Khan had 12 matches this past week.
Oh, yeah, double.
And they kept adding on Collision. They kept adding matches. It's like, good God. it's the conglomeration and Roddy Strong against the Dallas Callis family. That's like the thing they always throw out there. Yeah. All right, here we go. The match that was added at NXT this week. The great team of Leon Slater and Javon Evans versus La Parka and Mr. Iguana.
Oh, I saw that and I was so happy for Mr. Iguana and La Parka. Yeah. I want La Parka and Mr. Iguana to win. And it's Halloween. So I'm going to go with those 2 to win it. I say Mr. Iguana and La Parka win it for Halloween. This Halloween Havoc, they look like they're dressed up to go trick-or-treating. Give me Mr. Iguana and La Parka.
All right, I'll give you that in whatever candy you ate that was laced. Because I don't know what the hell you're thinking of. Javon Evans and Leon Slater are the next, they're the next Stephanie Vicares. To me, it feels like they're just getting launched up and out of the stratosphere. Maybe it's because they're so light, the wind is blowing up. I don't know. But Slater and Evans are winning this one, buddy.
Damn it.
You're gonna Parker your ass to the back.
No, I don't want. Come on, La Parka. Come on, Iguana. God damn it. Not there.
This match was changed. I don't know what, I guess Sol Ruka they're doing. I don't know if it's a legit injury or it's a work injury, but she's out of the match.
Yep.
Zariah now will take on Blake Monroe for the vacant NXT Women's North American Championship.
All right, so here's my thing. Again, I'm not sure if Sol Ruka. She says she got injured when she was doing the match with Liv Morgan and Charlotte Flair. I'm gonna go,
That'd
and
be
I'm gonna.
Alexa Bliss, not Liv Morgan.
Oh my god, I can't, yeah, my bad. I was reading Liv Morgan possibly coming back. That's why I have Liv Morgan in my head. They're saying that
Yeah,
Liv Morgan
Royal
might
Rumble.
gonna come back in Royal Rumble. I'm sorry, Alexa Bliss. Um, I'm gonna go with Blake Monroe, bro. Give that belt to Blake Monroe. Zariah, you're nice and everything. If Sol Ruka would have been wrestling, I would have picked Sol Ruka. But now that it is Zariah, maybe I get this wrong. Maybe they want to push now Zariah instead of Sol Ruka because of his injury. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with Blake Monroe.
You know what is interesting? Zariah put Blake Monroe down this past week on Tuesday. She was holding the title, and Sol Ruka was just kind of overlooking at her like, what the hell? Who is this person? So you know what? I think you might be onto something when you say they might put it on Zariah, because then you have Zariah and Sol Ruka could go against each other.
That's a good point.
And I think Jordan Grace can cost Blake Monroe because they still got that beef going. I'm going to go Zariah in this one.
And we're going.
And I could be totally wrong because in a perfect world, I think Blake Monroe wins this. But I think somehow Jordan Grace is going to get involved. Zariah becomes the North American champion. And then Sol Ruka is going to want the title back.
Man, screw Sol Ruka, man. Let's go let's go Mariah May, goddammit. Screw Blake Monroe. Mariah May. That's my pick.
Zariah for the win.
Mariah
All
May.
right, it is the Day of the Dead match for the North American NXT Championship. Ethan Page versus El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
Oh, how can you not pick El Hijo de Wagner Jr. in this match?
Oh, dude.
He is so good. But you know what? He already beat Ethan Page. So that's why he's not going to win. So I'm going to go with Ethan Page on this one.
Yeah, if this was for El Hijo's belt, I would go with El Hijo, but it's for the North American Championship. And what a freaking promo by Ethan Page when he was talking with this side of the face and it turned and he had this painted with the Day of the Dead. I was like, damn, bro, that's pretty damn good. And that's some good stuff.
And I'm not going to lie. I remember there was one show on the Big O radio show. I had asked Big O to pick like a match, and El Hijo de Wagner was one of the guys. And Big O said, "Who is El Hijo de Wagner? And who cares about his son? Who cares about the father? And the son." So he's right about that. Who cares about that guy? Ethan Page with the win.
Yeah, Ethan Page. The Hardys take on Dark State again. Jesus. It is a broken rules match. I don't know if you saw this Tuesday. Matt and Jeff Hardy went into the lake of reincarnation or something like that, and they came out as Broken Hardys, Brother Nero, and whatever he is, delete. So who do you got?
Look, man, I mean, I don't like the Dark State. I think they suck.
Yeah, I think
they need to get
they're that
rid of
heel
those
team
guys.
that always loses.
Yeah, they suck, man. That I do not like them at all, bro. They're boring. I'm gonna go with my gut feeling. Let the Hardy Boys keep winning this crap. I'll go with the Hardy Boys. I think Dark State is gonna win, but I'll give it to the Hardys. I say the Hardys retain.
You know what's funny is I think the Hardys win this, and I think Javon and Leon Slater win theirs, and I think that is the next NXT Tag Team title match.
You're wrong
And
because
you're gonna
the
see
Iguana is
title
gonna win, baby.
strapped. No, the Iguana. He's gonna get suffocated by that. What's the name of the Iguana? What's the Iguana's name, Mister What?
Damn it. I all right. Let me look for it. I forgot. How do you say iguana in Spanish?
Lescal or something?
Iguana in Spanish.
Iguana.
No. It's called what is the name of the iguana? How do you say say it again? What did you say?
Iguana.
No, say what you were gonna say. Iguana. How do you say iguana in Spanish? Say iguana.
I thought it was like an inn name or something.
in Spanish. Damn it! Hold on a second.
Come on, you got all this ChatGPT stuff
I'm
going.
trying to chat GPT this crap out. I can't find it though. It says this is not even giving me any answers. Whatever.
Yeah, the Iguana has a name. It's for sale in the WWE shop.
La Iguana WWE. Let's see La Yesca. That's how you
La
pronounce it.
Yesca. There you go.
Yes,
Not
guy.
even close.
The iguana has
to
a
a
name.
name.
Yes, it's not a name. It's
Yes.
the way you it's supposed to be the translation of iguana in Spanish. La yesca. That's what it's called.
La Yesca.
The la
Never
yesca
gonna
gonna
choke on La Yesca.
la yesca, iguana, and La Parka are gonna win this for Halloween, baby. This is Halloween Havoc.
No.
Screw
No,
Javon.
it'll be
Evans.
the Hardys, and they will go on and win it. And now I gotta get back over here. JC Jane, Tatum Paxley for the NXT Women's Championship. And what's funny, when they put up the graphic, I thought it was the same person.
That was look, man. I mean, look, Tatum Paxley, first time I guess in a co-main event. I guess you could kind of say for her.
Yeah,
and Philly.
co-main event, yeah. Or starting the
Um,
show, probably, maybe.
yeah, Adrian, they suck. Dark State sucks.
Hey, Amen's back. Oh, your boss had, what do you do? He's a corporate time-stealing weasel. I love this guy, EA Minutes. The boss wanted me to do something. My bad. No, you ain't got to say sorry for that.
So look, JC Jane, you mentioned it earlier a couple minutes ago that she has had a hell of a run. Fatal Influence is gonna get involved. JC Jane wins this. Sucks for Tatum, but she's gonna win it.
Yeah, I think what is it? The Coling? Is that what?
Yeah, the calling. That's what
that
they're
she's
calling.
with. I think that girl's gonna end up costing her, man.
It looked like that girl was a little bit kind of jealous on
It
Tuesday.
feels a little bit like that's again, but that might just be the way they wanted to go with it. But I agree with you. I don't think JC Jane loses the title either way. Either it's Fatal Influence getting involved or the Calling or whichever way it goes. This is an interesting one for me. Ricky Saints against Trick Williams.
Okay, so the numbers went down for NXT. A lot of people were not watching NXT this past weekend.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw that report that apparently there's some contract issues right now. I just read about it, which is funny enough.
We had to remember too, it was opening night for basketball on Tuesday night.
So check. Oh, that's a good point. So check this out. I should have mentioned it. It appears that Verizon Fios, I don't know, customers may soon lose access to several Nexstar owned channels, and that is including the CW network. This will happen in a new carriage agreement is not reached by October 24th. This would directly affect viewers who watch WWE NXT, which has aired weekly on the CW. So it says some of the largest impacted areas include New York, Philadelphia, Washington, all which carry the CW and reach millions of homes. WWE also has a ton of fans in these markets. You can find the affected regions below. So if you look at all these places, like I guess Wavy, NBC,
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. I mean,
they're struggling here. Like, so it looks like, and again, all this social media, like all these social streams.
CW was never a big channel. I mean, it got big for a little bit, but it used to be, remember down here, CW was channel 11, I believe, at one time on cable. That was not a...
It says Verizon stated it is negotiating to reach a fair and reasonable agreement, but claims Nexstar is demanding significant price increases. Wow. Kind of like the issues when they have with like DirecTV with like ESPN and all that stuff. So
they'll get settled the day before or the day after. Once it's either way, it'll go one of the two ways.
Yeah. So they did have a lower viewership. I think a lot of people are not sold into this Ricky Starks versus Trick Williams. And I think one of the reasons they're not sold into it is because Ricky Saints sounds like a dumbass. He should have been called Ricky Starks in the first place. But Trick Williams betrayed the NXT world. He walked out on the NXT world for the TNA group, and I think if I have to pick somebody, man, I don't know, man. It feels like, man, does Trick Williams become the NXT champion and also the TNA champion? Does the guy hold two belts? Do they?
No, he's not. He's not the TNA champion anymore. Mike Santana beat him.
Oh, Mike Santana beat him? Okay. All right. So that makes perfect sense. Trick Williams wins.
See, I mean, if they do that, then Ricky Saints is getting pushed up. I find it odd. Obafemi's nowhere on this deal. So, I'm going to go Ricky Saints. I think Obafemi makes an appearance and takes out Trick.
We have a lot of disagreements. I think you're gonna do well.
I'm trying to make it a little bit better. It's going to be probably exactly what you said. I just think there's some things that they can do to make it a little bit different. Is all I'm saying.
What is No Doubt talking about? What is this thing football players are doing to
It's
celebrate?
the Cam Ward thing. That thing where they do that whatever the
Oh yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
thing
That
when
is
they
the Cam Ward thing.
the thing Cam Ward thing does. Right? I guess
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
you're talking about.
That is true. Yeah, yeah. They go like this. They go like that or some shit like that.
Yeah, is that what it is? Or some
Yeah, they go
I
something
can't
like that
remember
or
what it
something
is,
like that. Yeah.
yeah. Adrian says flaming Ricky Saints.
Yeah, I mean, give it back to Trick, and then have a grudge match, and then Ricky does it all over again and then wins it and stuff like that. I think they could last
I
that.
don't want to switch the belt back and forth, man. They did that for a while when VKM was doing it before Shawn Michaels took over. It was like every other week the title was going. Every TV they'd flip the title just so you'd tune in to watch. And there's so much going on Tuesdays now.
The thing is that
hockey night in America. It's basketball. Like there's a lot of stuff going on this time of year on Tuesdays.
Here's my issue. Here's my thing. Who's bigger, Trick Williams or Ricky Saints? Who needs the belt more? If you say Ricky, technically Ricky Saints should need the belt more because they're pushing him.
I mean, if you look at the way they are right now with the story that they're telling, Ricky Saints needs the belt more than Trick Williams.
I agree.
In the story they're telling right now, I believe that Ricky Saints needs it more than Trick Williams.
I agree. I'm still gonna go with Trick. I think Trick might pull it off, but especially since he doesn't have the TNA belt. But I think I'm probably gonna be wrong on that one. But who cares? I like.
Either way. I mean, so one of us is gonna be wrong, buddy. Trust me.
I mean, I know you're gonna be. I know you're gonna be wrong about Mr. Iguana and La Parka. Those guys are winning this shit. I don't give a damn.
They are, dude. If they beat Javon Evans and Leon Slater, man,
I'll be so mad.
I'll paint my face like Mr. Iguana next week. And do the show like Mr. Iguana.
WWE, please,
if they win, I will paint my face like Mr. Iguana.
Yeah,
I do the whole show here on the Square Circle Digest, which next week will be Wednesday at 6 p. For those jumping on Rumble and everywhere else, Wednesday at 6 p. But I will paint my face like Mr. Iguana, and I will do the whole show as Mr. Iguana.
Man, I hope WWE really does listen to the show. Please let Mr. Iguana and La Parka win now, because we really do want to see.
I need
Sean
to take a picture of his face too, just in case, so I can make sure.
Do you want me to paint your face? Is that what you want me to do? Because I could
drive all the way over here to Miami Gardens and paint my face, and then drive home.
We could record it, and then we could go ahead and show it to the fans. Be like, look, this was the step-by-step drawing. I'll take the day off from work just to go paint your face. That will be incredible. Look, no doubt.
That's how much.
It says your green face paint will be expensive this time of year. That is true because there's a lot of ones.
The Hulk smash.
Yeah, there's a lot of people at Halloween trying to buy stuff. So yeah, you're right. It probably
the Hulk will smash La Yesca.
But it. I doubt it. Wait, hold on. Next Wednesday. What's next Wednesday? What date is that?
It's Wednesday.
The 29th.
The 29th.
Oh, I thought it was Halloween. Okay,
Halloween's on Friday.
We could still dress up. I might dress up. For the next show just for the hell of it.
Wait, so you're saying for SCD we got dress up as our favorite wrestler?
No, I can't
do wrestling theme.
You want me? Okay, all right. Let's themed, right? That sounds like a plan. I would dress
it's gotta be wrestling.
Now I gotta go find a costume because I wasn't planning on like dressing up as anything. But
neither was I until you just said something. I gotta go damn Spirit this week.
I should go and paint my face like Iguana and La Yesca and have a La Yesca here for the whole show. I wonder how much that thing costs, La Yesca. Let me look at it.
It's like $75.
Wait, WWE is selling that crap?
Yeah. Go to WWE shop. They got Demonito too.
Really?
They got the little demon doll too. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
WWE shop Iguana. Let me see. How much is this? Oh, they do have damn, it's $60. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's expensive as hell. And you don't even get it. Mm-hmm. You get it at the end of November. Yeah, get out of here, bro.
Yeah, you'll get it when you get the mask.
There has to be another place where you could get a stupid Yesca cheap. Let me see. Iguana. Anyways.
Just look up stuffed iguana. Stuffed iguana.
Let me see.
I'm
Iguana.
sorry, you can find one. You know what? I'll
Stuff
go
that.
get one. There's a canal right here by my street. I'll be able to get one for you.
Oh, dude, there's some better ones out there, bro. Screw that crap. I'm gonna get my own fake one. I like it. I got some. There's some out there.
All
I
right.
see someone on Amazon. I could get like a fake one.
Yeah, but if they win, then I got to be Mr. Iguana too.
So we could do 2 of Mr. Iguanas. I like it.
All right. All right.
It'll be a dedication to Mr. Iguana.
We're gonna turn into El Americano Grande Americano.
Oh,
We're gonna have 2 of us.
I could wear my Grand Americano mask. Look at that. Yeah, but this thing
Yeah.
is like really, really tight.
Look at
Like,
that. Wow.
there's no way I could wear
I
it.
can wear my Rey Mysterio mask as well.
And then I
And
could
I
wear
got
my.
the Evil Uno. I got Evil Uno as well.
And then I got my. Obviously, you see me before
Look at
with
that.
my
That's La Parka.
Penta.
What happened to his nose? Did he get smushed?
It's Penta. It's Penta.
Yeah, but the nose looked like somebody smushed it.
No, man. No, it comes off. Look, you see?
Oh, does it? Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's Penta's mask.
All right. No, it just looked very like bulky in the mouth and nose area.
No, it's detachable. This is the one from WWE. This is the good quality one, actually.
Yeah.
This is really good, actually. They actually did a really good job with his mask. And this is the
Yeah,
one
the Blue Jays are going to be fighting with the Dodgers now.
this is the one that I got when he was in I bought this one directly from Mexico. So this was from Penta himself. Penta Cero Miedo. I bought it from his site. So Penta, shout out to Penta. He's one of my favorite wrestlers out there right now. So I mean, he's been my favorite wrestler even before he joined WWE. Yeah, I love
He
him.
waited 6 months for that Penta mask.
That Penta mask did last. Well, the WWE one lasted forever.
Yeah, WWE one.
It
Yeah,
took
yeah.
forever to get here, but I'll think about it. I'll see who I could. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it now, man. I gotta figure it out this weekend.
I'll figure it out.
Because Iguana's not winning, so I won't have to dress up as Iguana, so I'll be all right. I gotta figure out somebody.
La
All right.
Yesca? You mean
All
La
right.
Yesca?
Yep, La Yesca.
I'm trying to find a good one, but I can't find like maybe I just have a La Yesca just for the hell of it, and then do the show all the time with La Yesca. The one that WWE has kind of sucks though. I don't think that's a really good.
It's the one with the puppet. It's the hand puppet.
Oh yeah, it's because they have the hand puppet one. That's why, because you could
Yeah,
skip
it's
the
the hand
hand.
puppet one that it's just like him. It's just like what he does.
Yeah, no, I just want a regular one, a stuffed regular one.
I mean, if they give me a La Yesca that was used in ring during one of the pay-per-views, I'll buy it for $60. I ain't paying $60 for some one out of the box. I want some ring used. I want to experience La Yesca.
Oh, you want one that has been like all sweaty and stuff. That's what you want.
Yeah, bring it. Bring it.
It's nasty.
All right, Frankie
You guys
Fresco, let me
can
know where they
follow
see
me.
you, man.
You can
And
follow me
Miami
at Frank
Sharks. I love it.
Yeah, I'm representing Miami Sharks. Unfortunately, their
See it.
season is not. They shut down, right? Did you hear about that?
I did not know they shut down. I just thought the season ended.
Yeah. So unfortunately, guys, if you guys don't know, obviously I'm the DJ for the Miami Sharks. This past, they made an announcement that next season, which starts January, they would not be participating in the rugby league. They unfortunately need some more sponsors, I guess, or something must have happened. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Can't reveal too much, but all I could say is that unfortunately they had to turn down this season. Hopefully they'll come back in the following season. So hopefully in 2 years they'll come back. Very sad because it was a really good experience, and it wasn't too pricey. It was kind of like $30 to go see them watch rugby, to go see rugby, and then you had a hell of a DJ as far as your boy Frankie Fresco out there. He was
one of the best DJs in the business.
I was DJing out there for all the fans out there, so it was fun, man. But I shout out to everybody over there at the Miami Sharks, and I do pray and hope that they do come back, because if they do, it's a great experience. And then I'll be wearing more of the Miami Sharks every single day, even if I have to, in order to promote them as much as I
apologize.
can.
I did not know any of that situation. I apologize. I
It
saw the Sharks
happened.
and I was like, oh, cool. So
It happened a couple of months ago, maybe like 3 months ago, that they had to unfortunately call it quits for the season. So, and they're not the only ones. Actually, I know we're diverting a little bit, but the actual rugby league was actually very close to shutting down completely. They don't have enough teams, and they don't have enough funds to carry the league. So they were contemplating actually closing down the U.S. Rugby league this year, coming up. So, but they were able to kind of square it off. They only have 8 teams, so a couple more teams. Miami was not the only team that had to pull out for the next season. There was 2 more other teams that pulled out. So it's like they're struggling, but hopefully, support your if you have a rugby team, support your rugby team, because it's a great sport, man. It's actually very entertaining, and it was fun, man. It was definitely fun, and I hope I could come back and work with them. If not, those guys over there always can call me. I'm always there available. But anyways, long story short, Frankie Fresco, you can follow me at Fresco Music as well. On Rumble, I'm under Fresco Music. So you guys, Fresco with a Z and a K. So Fresco. And then on X and on Instagram, you can follow me as well as Fresco Music, or Frankie Fresco, either or. And yeah, man, definitely there. You can catch me every single time DJing over the weekends. If you guys follow me, um, listen to my social media, and you will get a chance to see where I'm playing. And on Wednesdays, don't forget. And if you can't listen to it on Wednesdays, on my Mixcloud, you have the Cameo Mix Show hosted by your boy, myself, Frankie Fresco. We do an hour show. And if you want to tune in, the replays are all on my Mixcloud. I have special guest DJs come from time to time as well. So definitely, if you can support your boy, I'll greatly appreciate it. And of course, don't forget to share and like the Squared Circle Digest. We try to do as much as we can for you guys and talk wrestling, because we all love wrestling here.
You can catch me at Stanley Media _11 on X. I'm Stanley Media House everywhere else. Please, if you like what you're seeing on Rumble, please like, share, everything you can. Get us out there in the Rumble world. I want to thank everybody that watches us on Twitch, on X. Please remember, jump over to Stanley Media House YouTube site. I need 53 to get to 1,000, and then 1,000 more, and then I'm running a 5K. Or I'm doing a 5K. I won't say I'm running a 5K. I'm doing a 5K. So, and I want to do that for the Dolphin Cancer Challenge, is the 5K I want to do. I might do it just to do it afterwards. I'm kind of hyping myself up.
You want to know
we'll see
something?
what happens there.
I'm a Dolphin.
No, I don't.
I'm a Dolphin season ticket holder, right? And if they sent me to do that, now I don't know if this is the what do they charge? Because when they offered me to do it, and you want to know what happened? They were asking, the entry fee was fine. It was like $40-$50, but they wanted me to donate like $200 or like $300 as well. And I was like, what? Like,
well, what they usually do is they will give you you can set it up so people can donate, and then you give it to the cancer. So they donate to you. You raise $200 on top of your $45 fee.
Okay.
Because if you watch, like, like there's a lot of teams. Lisa, I know, has a team. I think Big E does it as well. Quite a few do like auctions and different things to raise money for the DCC as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
So there's different things, like there's different groups and teams that raise, and you can become a part of their team, and then you raise a little bit of money, and it goes toward their goal as well. So it might be a little bit of a tier thing, kind of.
Well, I will.
Do
I do want to say this to you guys. Your boy Frankie Fresco is doing another race. This time, I am doing the Publix 6K run. So I will be running.
That's in downtown Miami, right?
It's in Fort Lauderdale. So
no, that's a different one. Okay.
So I will be there. It's on February the 15th of next year. Your boy is gonna be racing 6K. That's kind of like 4.7 miles, if I'm not mistaken. It's a little bit of an upgrade from what of the 5K. But if Sean does a 5K, I'm gonna do the one with Sean as well. So I will be doing 2 if Sean does sign up for. If we could get him and his subscribers up, and if you guys could get my subscribers up as well, please, more than happy to. And then if you guys are into it, then what we could kind of do, we could do like a Squared Circle Digest team, bro, and we could bring some of you guys out there, and all of us all work as a team and do a 5K run. I think
we'll all get painted up like Mr. Iguana and do the race with a yes on us.
You know, Sean, you want to know what's a really good one? It's too late to sign up, but they have a Flanagan's one. Have you heard about that one? The Flanny's 5K. So the Flanny's 5K, you run it, and then after that you get to eat, I think, chicken wings for free or something at Flanny's. It's really good. I was,
you know what I'll do? I'll eat the chicken wings while you walk and run. How about that?
All right, 6K, February the 20th.
I was just there the other day. man.
February the 14th. So you're gonna see your boy. The 14th is the 5K, and 6K, which is the one I'm gonna be running, is on Sunday. My brother is gonna be running the half marathon on Sunday as well. So my brother's gonna be there as well. So if any of you guys do run or want to join a run club or want to do any running, just hit me up. I am starting to do it. Remember, I did my first one, the Daniel one, and it's a good way to actually exercise and be better fit, man. And yeah, my knee sucks, but I'm still doing it, so it's been fun.
I will tell you now, I'm in the best shape of my life. It is round.
Oh Lord.
In the words of Greg Gordon Soley, so long from the Sunshine State. SmackDown starts now.
That's why I talk